central nervous system is consisting of the two main body organs, which is called as the brain. Brain is the one who generates the messages, and spinal cord is the one which is generating the connection between entire body as well as the brain. So brain has to send sensory impulses or the message, and then they are delivered to the sent to the spinal cord, and then they are delivered to the remaining body organs. How are they delivered to the remaining body organs? There is a subdivisions or helping organs or helping nerves of the spinal cord, which is called as the or which consists the peripheral nervous system. So central nervous system consists of the two things, brain and spinal cord. Further division, which is spread throughout the body, is called as the PNS, which is also known as the peripheral nervous system. So the central nervous system composed of these two things, and PNS, which is the peripheral nervous system, it consists of a network of neurons which connects central nervous system to the all parts of the body. So if anybody feels ache or any issue in the entire body, they are first detected by the peripheral nervous system. Then they are sent to the central nervous system. Central nervous system is going to decide what type of response body should make at this ache. Okay, then those type of messages are coming back to the PNS. Then we feel like, okay, we have to make this trouble resolved by this way. So that is how these two kinds of nervous system work in order to make a coordination between the or nerve cells. What are they? They are the basic structural and functional unit of the nervous system. It is like the nervous system or peripheral nervous system particularly consists of these nerves and neurons. They are basically those who actually detects the change, and then they are going to be helping us to respond accordingly. So all parts of the nervous system, for example brain, spinal cord, nerves, they are all made up of the neurons. Neurons transmit messages in the form of electrical waves, which are called as the electrical impulses. Let us say a person has been bitten by any ant. Now, those like that bite will be detected by the sensory organs or the sensory neurons. They will sense the pain. Then they will send electronic messages. The electrochemical waves will be released by that particular part of the body, who is actually called as the effector. They will send messages through those in the form of nerve impulses. Then they will send those messages to the brain. Brain will then respond us what to do and how we should respond to that particular. What the dendroid is, or actually what the cell body, just like we have the brain, we used to sing, we used to feel. So in the same way, the part of neuron which contain nucleus and most part of the cytoplasm, which help us to detect the response, which help us to like the way brain is helping us, cell body is the one that help the neuron to feel the messages, to let them perform their role. Further, there is a dendroid. What the dendroid is, they are the fine projections coming out of the cell body. They receive messages. They are called as dendroids. Axons are those who are the long projections of the cell body. They conduct messages away from the cell body. So one is collecting or receiving messages. Other is let those messages go out. They're sending those messages away. So the terminal ends of the axon, they transmit messages to the next cell. So if we place up certain neurons in a row, cell body is actually the head of the plant, the head of the neuron. Okay, they generate they process the messages. Then there is a two divisions, dendroids and axons. Dendroids are those, they are the fine projections who actually receive messages, and then receive messages have been received, they will be processed by the cell body. Then those messages will be given up or commit or conveyed to the next neuron. They are called as the axons. So receival is by dendroids, and letting them go out or projecting out is by the on the hand of a person. That hand is called as effector. Below that hand, some muscles will be present. They would be detecting the issue, and they will be then later on messages are transmitted. The motor neurons are those neurons who are their function is to run everywhere, to carry messages to go back to the central nervous system, and then they have to carry messages from the central nervous system, then they are delivered to the effectors. So in basically they are having the parts, then they will be responding accordingly. Interneurons are those neurons who are present in the center nervous system, where within the brain and spinal cord, and they creates a linkage between the sensory and motor neuron. How are they developing the linkage? So basically sensory neuron have to sense the messages, they have to detect the messages. Once it have to see, once they sense that there is a trouble, body is suffering from an ache or pain, then they are how they will coordinate with the motor neuron through the interneuron. Interneuron is connecting the two, so that is how these two coordinate. Then motor neuron will be running, carrying messages from sensory neuron to the central nervous system. Central nervous system will then respond like, okay, go do this and do this, maybe rubbing hand and all that. They will carry those messages back to the central sensory neuron.